Right, let's talk about Through the Ages, A New Story of Civilization. Czech Games Edition by the amazing Vlada Shavatel. So this is A New Story of Civilization. Now I have this is Paul's copy, by the way. I have my original copy, and as you can see, a bit of a difference in box size. Just got the lid here. And of course the artwork completely changed, and we've got to be weird in this house. There's 7 of us in here at the moment, with Paul here, the brother-in-law's come as well, and 5 out of the 7 people prefer this box front. Not surprisingly, the kiddies prefer, most of them bar Charlie, preferred this box front because of the more cartoony artwork, and it was Donna and Charlie actually that preferred this box front. I actually preferred this box front. It's probably the big kid in me with all the cartoony artwork, which is just a preference of mine. But this is the new version, which I'm sure most people will prefer the actual artwork on this one, on the front. Quite a few changes in this, apart from the box. It's absolutely awesome. So there's the box itself. Now, one thing, we have an errata here, which is not more of an errata, an explanation. This is a copy that's come from Essen, and it says, "Dear gamer, you have a limited first print run of Through the Ages, A New Story of Civilization that was available at the Essen Spiel Fair only. The game is supposed to have 2 books, handbook that allows the new players to learn the game step by step, and code of laws, full rules of the game in systematic and clear form. Unfortunately, we were unable to finish the handbook in time for the show, so there is only code of laws in the box. It contains every rule of the game, but is harder to access for the players that have not played the previous version. Once we will finish the handbook, it will be available for download on our web, czechgames.com, by the end of October, and we will have the final handbook in printed form. If you want to send us, if you want us to send it to you through the mail, please fill in the form at cg.as/TTA-Essen. Thanks for understanding, and we are sorry for the inconvenience. Yours, the CG team." Now, I know some retailers in the UK, certainly I think it was on the Board Game Geek site, or I can't remember which site to be honest, but there was a message up there saying that CG are going to send them some copies of the book, and them in turn are going to send out the copies to anybody that's bought the game. So either way, if you want the book, you're going to get the book. So here's the rule book that does come in the game. Nice large rule book. If we actually look at the old edition for comparison, make some comparisons here, you can see the difference. The size of the box gives them a nice big large book, and if we look, this has got a nice glossy paper. There's nothing wrong with this edition paper, to be honest. This is really nice quality. But this is, it's allowed for, it's larger writing, it's more spread out. As you can see, this is more condensed. This one's more hard work than, this is just more clearly laid out look in comparison. So you have a lot of an easier time, I think, with this book. And especially with this new, the other book that's going to follow. So there's the book. Then we come on to the player aids. And again, a difference. These are a nice quality sheet, absolutely nothing wrong with them. Player aid. In the old game, here's the player aid, which is superior quality. It's a nice piece of card. So that's the difference. So a mixed bag on some of the stuff. So that's the player aids, but again, nothing to those whatsoever. Spielbox magazine, awesome. We do get that. Advertising for loads of CG games. We have quite a few of these. We have Alchemist, Codename, Solkin, Galaxy Trucker Tashkalar. We don't have Last Will. We do have Dungeon Pets, Dungeon Lords. We don't have Bunny Bunny Moose Moose. We do have Space Alert. We don't have Shipyard. So CG, some fantastic titles, and we do have the Galaxy Trucker Digital, which is brilliant, as well as the main game is. So now we're coming on to the player boards. Now everything in this box insert fits. This box insert is purpose made for the game, and this is how it fits in. So your rule books and your player sheets are going to go on top. Then you've got your player boards that easily fit, and they slide into this recessed bit here. Then under that you've got these. These stickers will go on the components. You've got this long bluey purple board here that fits in this well here. Then here, this bit fits in, see, in this slot here. Then underneath that, again, it's perfectly made. This fits in this well here. It's not even, with stuff on top, it's not even moving around. And then under here, there's another recess for this board to fit in. So, a fantastic box insert. The cards, there's slots here to sort them all out, even in this piece here. So there's loads of stuff, and there's room in this box for any future expansions that CG may or may not put out. Cubes, discs, wood discs. We've got these plastic cubes. These plastic cubes, we first saw these, well I first saw them anyway, in Dungeon Lords. And they are really nice, translucent plastic cubes. I just love them to put out an optional upgrade to the glass cubes, because the glass cubes in the Dungeon Lords Happy Anniversary are fantastic. Love them cubes. Really heavy, really nice quality, and I guess for all them cubes it will cost quite a bit of money, but I know I think they sell quite a few of them because they'd be awesome. So I hope they do that. I hope they put out an option for glass cubes. They may or may not, I don't know. But so we've got the player boards. Let's have a look at these. So there's like where the plateau of cards go, straightforward. And rather than in the old version where they had just the one board, here's the old version here, which most people have seen, like a computer spreadsheet as they say. That's the compact board. Here you've got the different boards. Now this, I guess this allows for a lot more configuration of where you're going to put stuff around the table, and you know, a lot of people just haven't got tons and tons of room on the tables. I've no idea why this board's hinged, but anyway, because it fits in the box as it is. Stickers for the little tokens. And now we come to the player mats, which are great quality. They are thinner than the old player mats. So I've got the 3rd edition, which came with a larger player mat, and these are half the thickness at best. If I put two together, yeah, actually even less still. So they're less than half the thickness of this, but here's the thing. These are exceptionally good quality, these 1st edition, well mine was the 3rd edition of the old type, and they lay perfectly flat. And it's good quality compressed cardboard. The new edition, the boards lay completely flat. And that's not surprising with a board of this thickness. I think when you get thicker boards, often, how many times have you got a game with real thick cardboard and they're blooming curled up and they're just like coasters floating around. They're just, it's, you know, because of the problem with moisture and stuff. Or because the quality of the cardboard itself is not compressed enough. And that's a big problem. I think we've had games with really thick cardboard and they start separating at the edges and things. It's not the thickness of the cardboard, it's the quality of the cardboard. Agricola have got like laminated card tiles, and they're almost like plastic. They're rock hard, like a brittle consistency and excellent quality, but they're only thin. So it's not the thickness of the cardboard. And I would say that these are perfectly fine, and give me one of these thickness boards any day of the week over thick board that curls up, because I hate them boards that curl up. And look, as you see, these are absolutely deadpan flat, and that's all that matters. So there's nothing up with the quality of these. They last a lifetime, and they're nice and flat. So the artwork on them was a huge improvement. I actually like the cleanness of the old one, but there's no denying that the pictures on here, I mean look, there's no comparison, is there? You see the warrior there. And also the larger cards. So if we go to the old one, the old edition, and see quite a bit of difference in card size, which is nice because they've been able to, especially with the artwork I suppose and everything else, as you can see there's you know, the difference in the card size. But the cards really come into their own. This is where the game shines, I think, is the artwork. So we start getting onto the cards with the art on, and there's some fantastic quality artwork on these cards. They're really nice, and they're excellent quality. And in my opinion, I would say these cards, you'd be wasting your money sleeving them. I do believe there's room in here, definitely room in here for sleeved cards, which is a nice touch for anybody that must sleeve the cards. But these are really hard wearing quality cards. They've got like an embossed finish on them. I don't know if that picks it up in the light, but you can see like the grid of protection on them. These are a very, very hard wearing card. You could probably play this game hundreds of times, there'd be no wear to these, I wouldn't think. So I personally, they're definitely not a card that's going to need sleeving, but some people just can't help their habit and would have to sleeve. And you've got a nice feel to these as well, so you'd lose that feel by sleeving them. So the artwork on the cards is phenomenal. You can see big improvement over the first, the old edition, I should say. Now there's also been, I think, a dozen cards tweaked or changed for balance purposes, and also the rules laid out in an easier fashion. Apparently it's going to be a lot. Look at the artwork on these, just phenomenal. Yeah, so it's going to be easier to learn the game. A few rules changes. So all in all, an entirely different edition here. Everything has been changed. Cards are bigger, fantastic artwork. None of these tiny little wood discs any longer, which I quite like. And we've gone for the cubes. We've got these larger discs which are going to have stickers on and stuff for the various tracks. Updated artwork on the player boards, separate player boards, room in the box for other stuff, bigger box, different artwork. All in all, a real nice package from CGE. So that is Through the Ages, A New Story of Civilization by Vlaada Chvátil from Czech Games Edition. Thanks for watching.